It's tough when there's so many players in spring training right now that are just going to the field afraid, trying to win jobs, trying to impress. And it, we talked about Joey Votto the other day, where he just gets two strikes on purpose and only
Yeah,
swings at breaking balls.
yeah,
The freedom that he has to be able to do that, and it's an interesting dynamic because as a coach, if there's communication between player and coach, and the coach understands the player's got a plan and he's not just being a jack. He's working at stuff. He's doing it with intent and with purpose. That's pretty awesome. If you got a kid that is just not prepared and he's struggling, it's just a completely different scenario. But there's so much value to a coach saying, "Hey, what's your plan today? Like, if you want to work on two strike approach, go swing at the first two pitches, no matter where they are, and get two strikes, and use your preseason to do that." Versus like what you said, just get wide, lower your ceiling, be safe, and I mean, can you compete short term? Yeah, but you're still gonna have to go through that process at some point.
well, that's why I was saying to these guys. Ultimately, as hitters, we all have our own, battles that we fight. Which battle is the most important to fight right now at this time of year? Would I rather have four bad at bats and feel like crap for a minute? And for me personally, after I went through everything I went through with like the mental stuff over the last 2 years, like any time I would get defeated, I would get defeated and I would just be shattered. Like, it's crazy, dude, at 32, 33 years old, after I thought I'd gotten over that hump where I could just go 0 for 4. And not to say you should ever be happy when you go 0 for 4, but to understand that it's 0 for 4. Who cares? Right? And the only way you can make it better the next day is if you're a little bit irked, but like as soon as you leave the field, it's over. It doesn't matter. And that what's happened for me now is like I've gained this like whole new sense of clarity where it's who cares? It's just an out. It doesn't matter. It's just an out. It's a game. It's a maybe that's like part of like learning as you get older, the old like the adage care enough to not care. I would be curious to see how kids, how anybody for that matter, is thinks about what are their definitions of success and failure. Do their numbers need to look a certain way through a certain amount of at bats? Do they need to feel like, they have a full grasp and understanding of the moves? Do they need to feel like what is it? What is your holy grail, your north star, or whatever you want to call it? Because that's the part that I don't get, right? Like I can never figure out what somebody else is going through. I know what I've gone